Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On second down, it's Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Let's go. Two. Whip. Watch the whip.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 36. Hey, flip him.
They run the counter. Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. At the 41-yard line.
Mike 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
This is Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Mike 54.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Got it. 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Hey, alert 3. Cheetah, get it.
They'll run on first down. Gardner. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Gardner, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Dolphin first down. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Leonard. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. On 3rd down, Gardner. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Mine's 54.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's the 2nd and 7. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's get it. Okay, baby, I see you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Get high. Lady. 36. Who that? Who that? Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Throwing, Cousins. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
60 or. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Leonard going deep downfield for... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Ready.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On second down, it's Gardner. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Smith. 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing on first down. Leonard. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike 54. Here we go. Leave it. Bring up 48. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Haywood. Switch.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Carson. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh, my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3.
Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Mike spot forward.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch.
Cousins to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
So we got man.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They can't hang with us. Shift. Watch the shift.
They run again with Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Check 50. Check 50.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Check. Hey, Ken. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Throwing is Cousins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Back to throw. Leonard. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leonard. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Bring the hunt.
He'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Mostert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. I know, he's easy.
He's back to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Xavier Howard on the recovery.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check 31. Check 31. Check it back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 6.
Hey, echo.
Check girls. Check girls. Check girls.
One last shot now for Cousins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Miami, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.